Welcome to the world of amazing backyard animals.
It was a gray day in the office. A day without customers. A day without color. Which is bad news for a detective, which is what I am. Henry Hardboiled, private eye.
What's with the hat, Henry?
It covers my private eye, see?
You must be bored. Business slow, huh?
Yeah, it's this phone. Ring, why don't you? It never hurts to ask. Hello? You don't say. You don't say.
Who is it, Henry?
They won't say. But the backyard bandit has struck again. We're on our way.
Better step on it, Henry. I think we're being tailed.
That's the trouble with being so good looking.
You better watch where you're going, Henry. Henry! Well, that's one way to lose a tail.
No, it's still here. It's just a little bent. Where are we?
Someone's backyard.
I smell a rat.
No wonder.
What seems to be the problem? Interesting.
There's your crime, Henry.
It isn't that bad.
Not the stand. The sculpture has been stolen.
So, the backyard bandit must be a backyard animal himself to take a thing like that. Where were you on the night of the 4th?
Well, hard-boiled Henry, you sure have your work cut out for you. If you look hard enough, even in your own backyard, you'll find loads of suspects where animals and humans share the same living space.
What I need is a local informer to help me investigate.
How about the cat? She's on garden patrol night and day.
That's one way to get your kicks.
Henry, not all backyard animals naturally live alongside humans. They've been adopted as pets.
Now I know why that cat's always on the prowl. She's looking to adopt a snack.
It's true that people often provide food sources without knowing, even to wild backyard animals.
You mean backyard bandits?
I'm talking about snails.
Oh, look at those escargot! And go, and go, and go!
That was speeded up, Henry. But if you're looking for a real mini beast safari, you don't need to go further than your own garden.
And you don't have to stay in your car the whole time.
Many people encourage some backyard visitors with food, while other animals don't need an invitation.
Well, pussycat, lined up any suspects yet? I see, a fox! Come out of that dump with your ears up! Quick, head him off at the alley! I'll take some pictures of the evidence.
Henry, what are you doing?
I'm building up a profile of this backyard bandit. Oops! How did that get in there? What sort of animal could it be?
So, he has feathers, does he? And some kind of wool. A trail of slime.
Figures. Some sort of antlers. And this? That's all the clues I need.
You're sure now?
So much of detective work is computerized these days. I just cut and paste, nip and tuck, and voila! Out comes our bad guy.
I've seen some pretty unusual backyard animals in my time, but...
But what? With all kinds of animals living near people, you never know what unusual suspects might turn up.
That's true. Some people even have to worry about cobras coming in for a visit.
You mean poisonous snakes?
Exactly. In Africa, with farms on the edge of wild land, hungry and curious cobras sometimes come looking for a meal.
What? A dozen eggs and some chicken wings to go?
Could be. Or even some baby chicks. Cobras can swallow them whole.
The beast!
Now, Henry, all is fair in the wild, remember? Even these snouted cobras have to eat.
If I were one of those chickens, I'd be scared. But then, I guess they aren't called chickens for nothing.
Really, Henry, the rooster behaves heroically, doing everything he can to keep the coop safe from attack, which in this case means moving everyone to a higher perch.
And yet another predator strikes out in his quest to capture a decent meal. Somebody ought to tell these guys about convenience stores. Such as this one.
Very funny. That's another farm somewhere else in Africa, and they also get cobras in their backyard sometimes.
That's a pretty fancy chicken coop they've got there.
That's no chicken coop, Henry.
Cancel that. I should have said people coop. But what's that cobra up to? She's much too large to swallow, I'm sure.
Don't worry, cobras won't prey on anything they can't swallow. They only pose a danger if you get too close and scare them. And if it's a spitting cobra, it spits to defend itself.
How rude! But I never thought the snake would be as scared as the girl. We'll search every backyard there is till we find that bandit. I don't care if he's hiding in the tropics, the desert, up a mountain, or at the beach. What's that sign mean?
No parking.
Oh, yeah? I'll show them. Let's go to the park.
Good idea. Henry, I think you've lost your color again.
Shh, it's my disguise. I'm setting a cunning trap. If the bandit sees another statue, he'll want to steal me for sure.
Shh! Here comes trouble now. Stand still. Your statue disguise is working. You're a hit.
As long as I don't get a direct hit. Shoo, pigeons! I told you this town was full of rascals.
No more than usual, Henry. Even in the biggest, busiest cities, animals have learned to adapt to living alongside humans. Hong Kong is one of the most densely populated cities in the world. You might not expect there to be much room left for any wildlife.
What? You'd be wrong.
But you'd be. Hey, how did you know I was going to say that?
A little bird told me. Well, a big bird, actually.
You mean a black kite?
No, it was definitely a bird.
Black kites are birds. They've learned to deal with life in the big city, navigating around skyscrapers like mountains, and even building nests on top of tall buildings as if they were cliffs. But of all the animal city slickers which make their home in Hong Kong, the boldest must be macaques. These monkeys gather in large numbers on the streets, scavenging and begging for food. They aren't bothered by traffic and have almost no fear of man.
Yeah, or women. But watch this woman get the old macaque backpack attack. Oh, at least the little one is looking nice for her picture. Say cheese.
Henry! Henry, it's time for your report on storks.
What? Now?
Yes, now.
Out of my way! Journal lizard coming through! Tonight, bath time ends in bad hair day. And cold feet for cold-blooded swimming champ. But now, our top story. Stork Incorporated expands worldwide delivery business. On top of the usual baby delivery, for which they're famous, storks have recently been spotted. No, not that kind of spotted. Yes, that kind of spotted. Delivering flowers to flamingos, pizzas to pachyderms, and chocolates to chihuahuas. And now, in a bid to cash in on the Christmas rush, storks will soon be dressing up as Santa's helpers, going down chimneys, and stuffing children's empty socks with cool presents. And thanks to their brush-like tails, they'll sweep your chimney while they're at it. So, next Christmas, instead of cookies and milk, leave out a few sardines. Because Santa storks are coming to town. And next, the weather.
The weather?
The whether I got it right, or whether I got it wrong.
Take a guess.
Rats.
Where do you get your facts anyway?
I use my fax machine.
Well, the truth is, in Germany and other parts of Europe, storks are often spotted near chimneys.
That's what I said.
But they don't go down them. The white stork builds its nest on top of them. Storks come back to the same nests every year, and the first thing they do is greet their mate.
Do they always make such a song and dance about it?
That's courtship. Storks can also be found nesting on top of telephone poles, and any place generally where they're out of a predator's reach. But that doesn't mean their nests are always safe where they are. Many people consider having a stork living on their roof lucky, but not everyone likes having their chimney filled with twigs.
Or is that just an easy way to gather firewood?
Not for storks, who spend a long time building their nests. They'd rather add to an old nest than build a new one, and then pass it down to their children. Eventually, the nests can become massive, and some are more than 400 years old.
Excuse me, but that is amazing.